Okay team, it's Thursday. So again, we're back into our strength work for the day. What we're looking at today is we've got some really good pushing stuff. We've got some nice pressing to work on as well, a bit of hinging, which is also really good. So we're just going to start off, get nice and warm, 3 rounds, 20 arm circles, starting small and growing bigger. So 20 forward, then 20 back. After our arm circles then, we're going to go into 10 pass-throughs. So I just use, like I said, a broom handle, something like that. So 10 pass-throughs just to get those shoulders opened up a little bit. Then I just want 5 inchworms, okay? So we're just going to hit 5 inchworms, out we go. We're going to take our hands out as far as we can in front and then bring ourselves all the way back. Try and keep those legs nice and straight, or as straight as we can, okay? So 3 rounds of that warm-up. After the warm-up then, we're going to go into our first block of work. Again, 8x8, 3-second lower, 30-second rest between sets, 40 to 50% of our 1 rep max on the various movements. So the first movement that we're going to do is an alternating dumbbell or kettlebell overhead press. So whichever one you want to use, we are going to go. So alternating dumbbell overhead press, we're going to do 4 on one side, 4 on the other side, rest for 30 seconds, okay? So from here, we press up, 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, hit 4 on this side, that's 8 reps, that's our first set, okay? 30 seconds rest, then we hit it again, all right? So that's our first 8x8 movement, is that dumbbell press. We're then going to move into a very similar kind of movement, but we're going to hit another pressing movement of alternating dumbbell or kettlebell floor press. So again, exactly the same thing. Bearing in mind, if you've got a bar or dumbbells of the same weight, kettlebells are the same weight, and you want to go boom, then hit that the same. But if you've got a bar, I would be putting myself into, so if I was got barbell strict press, for example, 8x8, I'd be doing 8 reps, not 4, because you're using both arms, okay? So dumbbell floor press or barbell floor press, whichever one you want to do. We're going to hit the deck. You're going to do exactly the same as what you've just done. So press up, 1, 2, 3. Press up, 1, 2, 3. So 4. Switch it over. So we've got 4 on each side. Total of 8 reps. That's your 8x8 set on the floor press as well. So we've had some nice shoulder press, some nice floor press. Then we're going to move into a bit more hingy work after that, okay? So shoulder press, floor press, alternating arms, 8x8. Then we're going to start off with deadlift. So you can use a range of different things to hit this deadlift stimulus. It's really up to you. I've got a dumbbell and kettlebell here. You can use whichever one you want, okay? So the deadlift stimulus that I'm looking for, if you've got a bar, you can use a bar. It's real cool. So if you've got a bar, you're hitting an 8x8. If you've got a dumbbell and you're going single arm, you're going to do 4 on one, 4 on the other, okay? So we're going to set ourselves up. I'm going to have it's going to be more of a stiff leg deadlift, okay? So just a slight bend in the knee, hips go back, shoulders come forward. 1, 2, 3, squeeze. 1, 2, 3, squeeze. If you want to, if you're using a dumbbell, you can step one foot just slightly further forward than the other. So my feet are in line here. If I step one foot slightly further forward, bend that back leg and keep that front one slightly straighter. 1, 2, 3, squeeze. You'll notice a really nice lengthen of the hamstring in the foot that's forward, and you're squeezing predominantly with the glute that your foot's forward with. So you could do 4 on one side, 4 on the other. Equally, if you're on a barbell, you can do the exact same thing. You can have, if your bar's in your hands, you can have 4 there and then 4 there. Okay, so that deadlift, 3-second lower, 8 reps or 4 on each side, okay? Then from our deadlift, we're gonna go into our joyful Bulgarian split squat, okay? So hopefully you've got something that you can raise your foot on, but if you don't wanna raise your foot, you can equally just do on the floor split squats, okay? But ideally we're gonna raise our foot back. So we will go 1, 2, 3, and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, squeeze. 4 on one side, 4 on the other, okay? for 8 reps, okay? Then we're finishing off that block of strength work with alternating leg step ups. So on Tuesday we had the step down, or the lower, and now we're focusing on the step up, okay? So I'll get my stepper again, and from here I'm gonna focus on the on a slow raise up. So from here I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, control down, 1, 2, 3, control down, 1, 2, 3. You've really got to focus when you're stepping and controlling upwards where you're driving from, okay? So what I mean by that is if you start back, you're not going to be able to initiate and control. So really think load right and then start. 1, 2, 3, and then come back down, control, okay? So 4 on each side, 8 by 8. So that's our second block of work. So we've had a nice pressing block of work to start with, overhead, and then in that floor press movement, and then we've had some really lovely hinging and glute-led movements with that deadlift, either slight step forward in the feet or feet in line, okay? Then our split squats and then our step ups, okay? So loads of good strength work, under good control, with, and really be like keen on that rest, 30 seconds rest in between the reps and the sets, okay? Let's make sure that we're really trying to fatigue those muscles. All the weight needs to be at 40-50%, something like that, and you'll have a really good session. Enjoy.